what's the matter? You look very frustrated and not happy.
When I was trying to get on the MRT today, some lady ran in front of me in line and pushed me out of the way. And I hit against the door.
Oh no.
And she didn't apologize. Anything. What's wrong with people?
Aw, Shane, that's why you're so upset. I understand how you feel. If I were you, I would feel the same. But think about it. Maybe she was in a rush because maybe she had to go to the hospital, or maybe her mother is sick, or maybe she had an emergency, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Try not to let it get to you so much, and you will feel better.
I didn't really think of it like that. Yeah, maybe she had an emergency. Maybe she didn't really do it on purpose.
Exactly.
So maybe I shouldn't really take it to heart, right?
Yeah, that's right. Do you feel better now?
Actually, yeah, I feel a lot better. Thank you.
No problem. It's important to be there for your friends and to show some empathy.
All right, I'm going to be happy again, okay?
All right, great. Okay.
Because of Bree's secure family relationships, she can handle difficulties. She can work through them on her own. She's able to keep her emotions under control as well.
Welcome back, everybody, to ABC Interactive English. I'm Shane.
And I'm Karen. Today we're looking at part 2 of Good Family Relationships Help People Feel Safe. And we learned from the first part that it's very, very important to have a supportive family, right?
Right, so we're still talking about Bree and her family. Right? Okay.
And she has a very good supportive system, right?
That's true.
Okay, let's go into today's reading. Because of Bree's secure family relationships, she can handle difficulties. Because of Bree's secure. What does that mean? Secure family relationships.
Yeah, so if something is secure, it means like you feel safe.
You are right.
Right? And it's like 安心的.
安心的, that's right.
It means like your heart kind of feels safe, right?
And that's very important, especially for a little child.
Yeah.
So when you are all grown up, you know how to make yourself feel safe.
It's terrible if you feel scared in your own home, right? Around your family. That will be terrible.
And some children are not that lucky. Sometimes they don't feel so secure at home.
Yeah, it'd be really difficult to handle that kind of situation in your home, right?
And we're talking about the word handling difficulty, right? What does it mean by handle?
If you handle something, that means you can take care of it. You can do this thing.
You are capable of it.
Capable of doing it.
That's right. Like, I can handle this problem by myself.
你可以处理吗?
Yes.
Wow, thank you. I'll leave then.
No. We can handle this show by ourselves.
Okay.
All right. So she can handle a lot of difficulties. So when we're talking about difficulties, you're also talking about some problems, some hardships that you may experience in life, right? Perhaps maybe like, oh, you're doing really bad in math class. You have no idea how to, do the numbers, do the counting. So this is your difficulty. This is your problem, right?
Right. So difficulty means the opposite of difficult is easy.
That's right.
So if something is not easy for you, then it's difficult, and we call that a difficulty.
That's right. Okay, so let's continue. She can work through them on her own.
Okay, so she doesn't really need anybody to help her with her problems, right? She can do it by herself.
That's right.
Because she has a good support system.
You are absolutely right.
That's the interesting thing about if you have a lot of support from people, it's not that they do everything for you. Actually, if you have good support, you can do more things by yourself.
You're more independent, right?
Exactly.
That's right.
So she's able to keep her emotions under control as well.
Emotion is our next vocabulary word, and emotion just kind of means your feeling. That's right. And then we know that everyone goes through different feelings every single day, sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel sad, and then it's sometimes hard to have your emotion under control. But if you are from a good, loving family, it's easier for you to keep your emotion under control. But what does it mean by under control?
Well, if we think about the opposite of this, is people say, my emotions are out of control. Just, you can't control them here, right?
Right.
So if they're under control, the feeling is you're controlling, it's here. It doesn't get out like, just keep it down here. And it doesn't go out of control.
That's right. So when you're feeling like very frustrated or very upset about something, you know how to find your way back. You know how to calm yourself down again. So you know how to handle your emotions. And that's a very important lesson for everyone.
I remember when I was upset about the MRT, you really helped me keep my emotions under control.
That's right.
Because you told me, don't take it too hard. And maybe this person, you told me to be understanding.
That's right.
Of other people. So I think it's common. Maybe people will bump into you or say something mean to you or hurt your feelings. If you don't have a good support system, maybe these things will make you feel, why?
Exactly.
But if people support you, you will think, oh, probably it's not my fault. That person just is having a bad day.
You're right, and that's why it's very important to have good relationships with your family and also friends. So sometimes when you're stuck, when you're having like a problem you don't know how to deal with, you can go and talk to different people, and they might be able to help you and then to keep your emotions under control.
Yeah, so having a good family and having good friends is really important. So I think having you in my life, you often help me when I'm having trouble.
Aw, thank you. You help me too. But
I'm gonna get a tissue.
Don't get too emotional here.
Let's take a break. I need to get my emotions under control.
Okay, go get some tissue.
Also, when Bree's friends experience difficulties, she shows them empathy. In other words, she understands and shares their feelings. So, she gives her friends help and support. Bree wants them to feel safe and secure. Bree's family gives her that feeling every day. She hopes to do the same for other people in her life.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
So this time we're talking about Bree's relationship with her friends, right?
That's right. Why don't I continue reading?
Sure.
Also, when Bree's friends experience difficulties, she shows them empathy.
Empathy.
Yes.
I really, really like this word.
Yeah, so empathy means that you feel something the way somebody else feels it. So for example, if you're feeling sad because maybe your mother is sick, then I will also feel your feelings.
That's right.
I will put myself in your place or in your shoes.
That's right.
And feel what you're feeling.
And usually when you do show empathy for your friends or anybody, usually they will feel much better. Right?
Exactly.
Because they know, okay, now my feelings are being understood, so you understand exactly how I feel.
It's very helpful when I'm feeling sad when somebody says they can understand, and maybe they can tell me about an experience that they had where they felt the same way. Then you feel like you're not alone.
Exactly.
That's what empathy does, right? It makes you feel that you're connected to other people and you don't feel so alone.
That's right. So if you're trying to comfort your friends, if they're having a bad day or going through some difficulties, then it's important to show some empathy.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue reading. In other words, she understands and shares their feelings.
And that's what you just said, right?
Yeah.
And shares their feelings like you're sharing, having the same kind of feeling.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So you feel like it's the same as their feeling.
Exactly.
You're almost like become one person, right?
You're right.
That's what friendship is, really. It's kind of like your friend is a part of you and gives you more strength.
Gives you more power, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me continue today's reading. So, she gives her friends help and support. Bree wants them to feel safe and secure. Bree's family gives her that feeling every day. She hopes to do the same for other people in her life. And that's really important because we know that Bree is so caring and she shows empathy because she gets that from her family every day.
And what's even more important is when you get that from people, you will do the same thing for other people in your life.
Exactly.
So if you are very supportive of me, that will teach me to and make me feel I want to support other people when they're having problems too. And if everybody supports each other, then this world will be such a great place.
Exactly. It will be a beautiful place, right?
I wish that would happen if this world, everybody will just support each other.
Wish. But we're talking about the word hope and versus wish. So
what's the difference between hope? So hope means if I say I hope it will be sunny today outside, right? That means that I think it's a possibility that when I wake up, there will be sunshine.
So it's like more likely to happen.
Yeah.
But whereas if you use the word wish, it's kind of
You
like...
feel like it's not really possible.
That's right.
Yeah. So if it's raining right now, you would say, I wish it were sunny today.
So if you believe something, it might not happen, but you just really, really want it to happen. For example, if I could say, I wish I had $1 million.
It's possible, but not very possible. You don't think it will happen.
That's right.
That's the important thing is about when you say it, do you think it will happen or it won't happen?
Probably not.
Yeah. Well, I hope you do
Aww,
win
that's
$1 million. I think it will happen.
So that's the difference between hope and wish. Hope is more like something that's you think more likely to happen, and wish is like you probably don't think it probably won't happen.
I wish we could just stay here and talk to them forever because it's so much fun.
It is so much fun, but you know what? It's not possible because
eventually we have to do other stuff. We have a life and we need to go and hang out with our friends and go home to our families. So, okay, then, well, I wish it were that way, but it's not.
But don't worry, we will be back soon.
Oh, okay.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Because of Bree's secure family relationships, she can handle difficulties. She can work through them on her own. She's able to keep her emotions under control as well. Also, when Bree's friends experience difficulties, she shows them empathy. In other words, she understands and shares their feelings. So, she gives her friends help and support. Bree wants them to feel safe and secure. Bree's family gives her that feeling every day. She hopes to do the same for other people in her life.
Hi guys, it's Wendy again. Are you ready for today's new words? 今天第一个字是 handle， 动词，处理、应付的意思。处理工作上的事情可以说 handle the job。若是面对没办法处理的事情呢，你就可以说 I can't handle it。这边补充一下 ，handle 呢常用来跟相似片语 deal with 相互使用，大家可以学起来。看个例句 ：To be honest, I don't know if I can handle the job。说实话，我不太知道自己可不可以做好这份工作。第二个是 difficulty， 名词，困难、困境。We finished the job with difficulty。我们艰难地完成了工作。 另外呢，补充如果要形容做某件事情有困难呢，你就可以说 have difficulty in VING 加 something， 其中 in 是可以省略的，但是记得要接动名词 VING。例如 I have difficulty eating spicy food， 我没办法吃辣的食物。第三个呢是 emotion 名词，情绪、情感。emotion 呢很常拿来跟 feeling 啊或者是 mood 比较，但是三个的用法其实有点不一样。emotion 呢多是指短时间而且很强烈的情感，那 feeling 感觉则是面对一件事情或是人当下你最直接的感受。那 mood 呢，它就是你的心情，指的是时间持续比较久，但是没有那么强烈的感觉。记得不要搞混哦。看一下例句 ：Humans can go through a range of emotions。人类可以表现出不同的情绪。那第四个 hope 它是动词，希望，跟上一个字一样 ，hope 呢常常很容易跟 wish 搞混。hope 呢多用来说明就是你想要而且比较有可能会发生的事情。那如果说是用 wish 呢，它是表示是奢望的，所以是比较不太可能会发生的事情。那这样就比较不会弄错。看个例句 ，Tom hopes to get a robot for his birthday。Tom 呢，希望他生日的时候可以获得一个机器人。好，我们来看一下接下来用语有哪些。第一个是 work through something， 解决或者是克服某件事。通常呢，后面会接一个问题或者是一个需要处理的事件或者是情绪。She needs a psychologist to help her work through her depression。他需要一个心理治疗师帮他度过忧郁的问题。第二个用语是 as well， 它是也的意思，常常会用于句尾。看个例句 ：John bought a candy bar at the store. He bought a drink as well. John 在店里面买了一个糖果棒，也买了饮料。接下来呢是 A shows B something，A 向 B 表现出某种情感。那也可以说 A shows something to B， 通常呢会是指两个人之间传递的情感情绪。My teacher showed me a lot of patience when she was teaching。我的老师在教我的时候非常的有耐心。
Hi everyone, I'm Kim.
I'm Iyin.
We're going to play a game called Word Drop where we each have words on these cards we haven't seen before and we're going to try to work them into a conversation as casually as we can. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
You go first.
Oh man. Okay. Well, as you can tell, I'm kind of a nervous person. And doing this sort of thing makes me a little anxious. Stage fright, if you will, you know? And sometimes I start to sweat and I get kind of nervous and start talking weird and I just can't handle stress. Not very good at it.
Handle?
Handle that stress.
Oh, okay. Speaking about stress, it is something that's really taxing for the body, you know, to be like under stress. But there are other really great feelings to have as well, such as happiness and joy, excitement, surprise. These are all different emotions that we can all experience.
That's very true. And if you have like negative or positive emotions, as we all do, you know, I guess the best thing that you can do is no matter what you're feeling, if it's really happy, but especially if it's really sad or anxious or depressed or something, all you can do is work through it.
Working through it is probably one of the best things to do for anybody because it gives you a chance to kind of process all your different emotions, you know, like let's say you're going through something that's quite troubling with your mom or your dad at home. And if you're able to journal, I love journaling. It's like one of the things I do a lot to kind of help me excavate a lot of things that are going on in my head. And sometimes at the end of like a great journal session, I just find a lot of hope in life.
Hey, that's really positive. I like that attitude. Yeah, it's good. Along with journaling, I guess more things you can do is like exercise or try to eat something you enjoy, spend time with friends, and go out and do things that just make you happy, you know, that don't involve work or school or whatever stressing you out at the moment. You can do those things as well. And you can have a happy life that way, right?
Oh,
Let's
as
hope.
well. I think those are great suggestions on how to lead a happy life. Unfortunately, not everything is gonna go as planned. I saw this meme recently, I don't know if you saw it, but it was on Facebook, and it was like this little caricature giving like this plan, a scroll of a plan to life, and life was like, and like lit it on fire. Because, you know, as with life, like you just encounter a lot of different difficulties, and it's just something that comes with being alive.
Yes, but stay positive. That's the,
Yeah,
or at
stay
least
positive.
try, you know, because life will light your plans on fire.
See you next time.